Hi. I guess it's story time. I mean, you're here, I'm here, we're in my sister's house. I have a yarn that needs to be strung. I think that's the saying. I'm 230% sure that's the saying. The only thing really missing is a cup of chamomile tea. Just kidding. So about this yarn. It was an average Friday night. After work, my dad was taking me to get some Mexican food. Me and my father were en route to a Mexican food restaurant. We see this shirtless man. I don't want to say he was homeless, but he was definitely homeless. This homeless man, he was yelling and cursing at all these poor families just trying to enjoy their tacos. We entered the establishment, and we ordered our food. The restaurant was empty except for a lone security guard talking on his cell phone to what I assume was the supervisor. After the security guard hangs up the phone, he turns to my father and says, "Now here comes the hard part." To which my father replies, "Do you need any help out there?" Like, yeah, Dad, what are you gonna do exactly? What exactly is your plan of attack on this shirtless, homeless man who may or may not be on meth, but he definitely was? Please tell me. I'm very interested. I think I milked that joke for all it's worth. After we get our food and we're walking to the car, we notice said homeless man arguing with the security guard, holding a rock. He says, "I'll throw it, motherfucker! I'll throw it, motherfucker! Don't step any closer! I'll stiff kick you!" A police officer then pulls up, gets out of his car, pulls out his gun, and says, "Get on the ground!" To which the homeless meth addict man replies, "Piece of shit," which then escalated to a full-on arrest in the parking lot of La Placita. As we're driving away, my father turns to me and says, "Son, let this be a lesson to you. Don't smoke, or that will be you." Now, Dad, I'm very curious to see how point A got to point B. I mean, I know marijuana is a gateway drug, but crystal meth? That's a pretty hardcore conclusion to make. I mean, that escalated quickly. The only truth in that argument is that marijuana can kill you within your first puff. You smoke marijuana one time, you're dead, or you're hooked for life, or you use it recreationally and nothing happens to you and you live a full life. In conclusion, if you smoke marijuana, one day you will be a homeless man with your shirt off, being wrestled to the ground by law enforcement in the parking lot of La Placita. Hugs not drugs. JK, don't touch me.